The youth out there has a future. Go out there and look for the future. And you will see our brothers and our kids selling pure water on the streets. And you call that future for our children. That there is no future for them. The future starts with Hassan Yerga and transform to them and to others. Thank you very much. Thank you, IEA. Thank you, everybody.
No applause yet. Thank you very, very much. Now, NPP, Nana Akufo-Addo, please.
Madam, thank you, and thank you for your indulgence. This evening, we have a solid evidence that the people of this country have a very clear choice to make on December the 7th. From the NDC, we've heard again many of the same familiar campaign promises which we heard 4 years ago. And they've now packaged them as fantasy and are trying to sell it to us as reality. Fantasy. 4 years ago, they said they would bring unemployment down to the barest minimum. Reality. Today, unemployment is at record levels. NDC fantasy. They said they would bring the price of petroleum, the petrol, drastically. Reality. And regular shortages of petrol and LPG at much higher prices. They said we would have a stable economy. What is the reality? The CD has been cut in half, and basic goods are twice what they were 4 years ago. They said they would introduce a one-time premium for the National Health Service. What the reality? That promise has undermined confidence in the system, has not been put into operation, and has now been abandoned. The promise, they said that they would make sure that procurement would be used as an instrument to strengthen the Ghanaian private sector. What is the reality? Sole sourcing has been the practice, and which has been invariably in favor of foreign companies. We were told in 2008, in their manifesto and in their campaign, that they would make sure that the president heads the National Development Planning Commission to make it living, to give it teeth. Today we're being told by this president that that in fact is a way of politicizing the work of the National Development Commission. The MPP vision is very different. I lead a team of committed, dedicated men and women who are ready to take on the challenge of transforming the economy of our country and setting Ghana on the road to prosperity. I am passionate about education. I'm passionate about education because I know what it has done for me in my life and in the lives of many others. I know that the president, a beneficiary of free secondary education, knows this as well. After tonight's encounter, I am more than convinced that it is absolutely imperative for us to institute the system of free senior high school education. And with your vote and God's blessing, I will do that when elected on the 7th of December. I thank the people of Tamale once again for their traditionally generous welcome. I pray for peace in Dagbon, for reconciliation and peace amongst my friends, the Andanis and the Abudu. This proud and ancient kingdom deserves to be in its rightful place in Ghana. We are for peace.
Please, your time is up. Your time is up. Okay, now we go to NDC.
Thank you very much.
Including comments, please.
Thank you very much. I want to first and foremost thank the IEA for this opportunity it's given to Ghanaians to get to know who the persons who want to lead this country going forward are. I hope also that my participation in these debates have deepened our democracy and continue to raise the image of Ghana as a model of democracy in Africa and in the rest of the world. I want to say that it is thought that human memory is short, and so often people would tend to forget the point at which this government took over. We took over an economy that was in deficit. Indeed, the MPP were very relieved to hand over to us. In 4 years, we restored macroeconomic stability. We have grown the economy from a 30 billion economy to an above 70 billion economy. This country is making significant progress. It is not retrogressing, as some presidential candidates would want Ghanaians to believe just because they want to win political power. NDC in 3 years has laid the kind of foundation that would move this country forward and transit it from the lower middle income status that we are into a full middle income status. Our country's future is bright, and we can attain that future if we harness all the human resources that our country has. And that is the promise that I give to this country, that as president of this country, I will harness all the human talent that is available to move this country forward. As a child of Ghana, born in post-independence Ghana, I am imbued with the nationalism that it takes to open the opportunities of this country to all Ghanaians, irrespective of their ethnic origin, irrespective of their political affiliation, irrespective of their gender. It is only when we do this and stand together as Ghanaians behind a leadership that is prepared with a vision to move this country forward that we will be able to make it to the promised land. You entrusted Professor Atta Mills with your mandate. He commenced the Better Ghana agenda, brought unprecedented development to all the districts of this country, and we are offering you advancing the Better Ghana agenda to move that to a higher level. We have established the foundation for the takeoff of this country, and I'm positive that Ghanaians are going to endorse us to be able to do that. God has guided my steps to this point. I know He'll guide my steps forward. God has guided the steps of this nation to this point, and I know He's taking Ghana to the promised land that He has laid out for us. Thank you very much, people of Tamale. Thank you very much, Ghanaians, and vote NDC come December 2012. Idebi Keke.
Yes. Actually, now we can all applaud the candidates.
Let's give our candidates a round of applause.
Please sit, we are not, okay.
And let's resume our seats, ladies and gentlemen. Candidates, we are very grateful for your time and your participation.
Please sit, we are not done yet.
It is our hope.
A few minutes.
It is our hope that our democracy has been further enriched by our conversation tonight. Now, tonight we are going to do something symbolic for the various persons from various political parties and religious backgrounds that are here. We are going to rise all and join the candidates as they step before the various podiums and perhaps hold hands. The choir will lead us in singing Yenaraya Sasini, just to remind ourselves of the various commitments we make to peace at various times on the political campaign. So we invite the candidates to step forward and perhaps to join in hands as the choir leads us all in singing Yenaraya Sasini.